streets, food, clothing, and shelter. The stories that I tell you, they ain't stories at all. I seen empires rise, witness emperors fall. May the Lord be our judge if I'm wrong, so with them. But he who's without sin cast the first stone. You'll be finding guilty, judge, I prove my innocence. And with God bless, let no one put a curse on. The wicked ones lurking, vultures circling. Wanna see the eye done, all say it's curtains. But I might have purpose, no buy, no purchase. I'm working Jesus pieces, but I see what Jesus teaches.
It's incredible to think in an industry that's just difficult to navigate. I can think in my mind of people who have come and left in the time that these brothers, this brother right here, has been working, flying around. What was the first place you flew to? Got on an airplane. Or did you get an airplane before you started making it? I'm sorry. Was you fancy? You ever got an airplane?
Never got on an airplane. Bus? Before rapping.
Train? Got a train.
Train.
Amtrak?
You know what? My family, my mom's side is mainly country. So most of the family is down south, South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida. So we always got in the car and drove. So planes wasn't. I wasn't dealing with no planes. I was watching stuff like that on TV, and my first plane was clearly through this hip hop thing. Clearly hip hop is opening up a wild door. You know what? I don't even know.
No,
I can't even remember, bro. I don't remember. Like
no,
it was somewhere in the States.
Cleveland.
It was somewhere in the States. It was somewhere in the States because, like, with me and my brothers, like my boot camp brothers, like we did a lot of grueling traveling.
Right. Right.
And even before the boot camp was formulated, like even running around the hills of Black Moon, riding around in an Astro van,
sure,
and going to different places.
How many in the van?
In the Astro van?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta figure Evil D, Buck, 5, then me, Tech, then the driver, and probably one other cat sleeping on. You got the records and the T-shirts in the back, but that's what we call living off the land like Johnny Rambo. Because those rides, we don't really remember them, really. Like the first ride, the first girl, the first just. For me, it's more so like I embraced it because it was something that had to be done. So it wasn't like, all right, whoa, celebrate, we did it, we accomplished it, we on the road, I never really looked at any of that like that, any of my travels like that, until later for me. Later, just seeing my brothers experience it, and it didn't really, I think, had a big effect on me really realizing how much we have done.
Right, creative and driven people. Duck Down Records, 20 years.
Word.
Plus of navigating this industry.
Right.
It does not stop. So now, here we are at this point in time, forget what year it is, but moving on, evolving. What do you feel? What are you listening to?
What I feel a lot, man. It's
I heard dancehall, but I tell you what, I hear a big sound, like you have a festival in Aruba playing coming up?
No, I'm just taking everything, like the wind right now, breathing is a blessing, first of all, and it's not, like, what I've learned from doing all the traveling is that the blessings, like, you don't really know they're gonna come. You watch people who's like, yo, we want to do this, and they don't realize how much work it is doing it. Mm-hmm. They think that you just got here and it's all fly. You're like, yo, dude, like, you can make it happen. If you're talented and you apply yourself, you can make it happen. You know that, right?
Right.
So we here and we talking to you.
If you try.
Yeah, let's get it cracking. But I'm being from Brownsville, like, it teaches you, like, just like how to accept being poor. but know that you got all the basic essentials. And I don't know if that's just being from Brownsville, but just the people I was around didn't allow me to, you know, be. We didn't know about depression when I was a little kid. We didn't know about ADHD and post.
What did y'all do? What did y'all do to combat depression? To combat, you know, what did African Americans do for mental health? For mental fitness.
Me coming up as a kid, man, I would come outside, you know, and any given day I would see folks sitting on the bench, young folks, old folks, and it was a beautiful amalgamation of what the community was. And I say was because now you have old folks that will not be outside because the young folks be doing what they doing, and they be fearful of what they're doing, and the young folks might be doing something that's they need to hide from the other cats. So we all elusive in who wants to know what and how we communicate within the hood. But meanwhile, your moms know him and your pops work with him and she worked with her and they went to school together. We forgot that part. But then you also don't hear the parents on WorldStar, or you don't hear the parents talking on these social sites, and they're like, "Yo, nah, my kid is good," until something dramatic happens when you have to now make a statement. So, for me, I'm like, wow, you know, I'm an artist, like I'm a rapper. You know, I've traveled the world because I made a song that people actually like, and give me power to spread my wings and my brothers, and we can go across the world and communicate with people. And you at some point think about like, wow, what is that about? And we just going in here and raping and pillaging and going in your town and doing all kind of craziness, and we communicating with real people. Like one of the first times I went on the road, one of the first places I really remember that really stuck to me was going to Seattle, Washington. Right? A black kid from Brownsville, Brooklyn. Like, you don't know nothing but your area. All the clothes, all the food stores, or, you know, bodegas, it's all there. Everything you need is right there. Then you get on the plane and you go to Seattle, Washington, and you don't know what is going to be there. Right? And then you go there and there's people that's just like you. Right? They talking about the 120, they building on knowledge, wisdom, understanding. They talking about not just hip hop. You like, wow, the culture out here. Like, how do y'all live? Where y'all buy food from? You start wanting to know. That's the reality TV for us. It spiked early for us before we was able to even grasp it as far as like putting it to.
But it's too raw also because it's too real life.
It's too real for TV.
Right. That's our reality. It's too much reality.
Right.
You know, man, I'm caught up in the rapture of words. Behind you is a piece of art that's ever evolving. Internet. I gotta try to give you just a little bit of it. Like, let's see. Okay. Oh, here we go. We got the lock right. Okay. All right. The word. Man, the word is powerful. So, like, I mean, we all want to know when you first said, "I am a real rapper," but I want to know when you.
2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was like, "Yo, I'm a rapper." Wow, dope. That's what I do, huh? Okay, let's go.
When did you say you're an artist? Wow. When did you mean that?
I think I'm still coming into grips with being an artist. You know, like it's like sometimes an artist is like being a jack of all trades, master of none, until you find your that craft that you really want to master and spend that much time on. It came a point where, for me, rapping was easy, and you find yourself having conversation with people over music. So the conversation was reflecting what you was dealing with. So, when it came a time when you had to just create a scenario so people can like you more. Like, I guess you could say, you know, for me, probably gonna be unsuccessful at that. I'm more inclined to just have the conversation. If the conversation is appealing enough, then we're gonna be in line with that.
Internets.